Shut the door. Come live with me. Best hope. Best cure. Best help.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hast heard of this, unless thou tells me how I may prevent it. I long to die, if what thou speakest of is no remedy.
Old daughter, I do spy a kind of hope, which grace as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we will prevent. Thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou will undertake a thing that himself to escape from it, and if thou darest, I will give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leave rather than marrying Paris. I will do it without fear or doubt, to leave an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, go home, be merry, give Constance to marry Paris. Wednesday night, look at that die lie alone. Take thou this vow, being then in bed, and this liquor drink thou of. It shall stiff and stark and cold appear like that, and this borrowed likeness of shrunk dead, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now when a bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse, that from thy bed there art thou dead. In the meantime against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking.
Me, oh, tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you gone. Be strong in this resolve.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford it. Farewell, dear father. Farewell. God knows where we shall meet again. My dismal scene, I need must act alone. Come, Phil. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then, tomorrow morning? No, no, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison, which the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead? I fear it is, and yet methinks I should not. Romeo, 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 here's drink, I drink to thee.
Ho up to carry!
Who got so loud?
Come hither, man. Hold. There is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such shouldn't spring gear, that it will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but mental law is death to any he that others them.
Art thou so bare, and full of wretchedness, and fears to die? The world is not thy friend, nor the world of law. The world affords no law to make thee rich, then be not poor, but break it, and take this.
Okay. Put this in any liquid thing and drink it off. It will distract you straight.
There's thy gold, worst poison to men's souls. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. Farewell. Juliet lies here, and her beauty fills the tomb with lightning. How may this call this lightning? O my love, my wife. Death has sucked the honey out of thy breath. Have had no power yet upon their beauty. Beauty and science, and yet it is a crimson in thy lips and thy cheeks. And death pale flag has no offense there. O Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? For fear of death, I will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim light depart again. All here will I set up my everlasting rest. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. O come, dear conduct. O come, unsavory guide. Oh, but Gary, back quick. Their dirts are quick.
Whence am I? Am I dead? Was the vial not filled with poison?
Thank goodness, you're finally awake. That was the longest beauty sleep someone's ever taken. But if I look at you, I must confess, it did not really help you.
Who art he? Whence am I?
My name is Anya, and I'm here because you screwed up.
Screwed up? What doth he call me?
What do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? When you don't want me to move. Is it now too late to say sorry? Cause I'm missing more than just your... Sorry, I just love the Canadian juvenile.
Wherefore am I here? Wherefore doth he talk like yon?
Well, it's the 21st century. You better learn some decent English before you accidentally offend the whole human race with your weird English. But to answer your question, you're here because you've committed all of the 7 deadly sins, and therefore, you must prove your innocence.
How does I prove my own innocence? How can I repay the damage yon I've done?
Well, you learn fast, but I still think you talk stupid.
Thou art not very kind.
In my defense, I defended you towards God. You know, the person who kind of created the whole damn universe? I could have lost my job. Satan was the light. That someone would join hell who committed only 1, but all of the 7 deadly sins. But I told God, he could not put you in hell because look at you, as fragile as a flower.
Dear tree, bid me how I can undo my own sins.
Well, there's only one way to do that. But I kind of forgot. Wait. I made an agreement with God. You must resist the sins you've committed 427 years ago. You need to show that you're able to live a decent life without sinning. Only that way you will ever see your beloved Romeo again.
Send me to this evil lodging, which equals more sins than I have committed in my whole life, and I shall prove mine own innocence and worth.
Well then, but if you fail, you will end up in hell forever.
What? This does not look like a place full of evil. What am I wearing? What happened to my speech? What the hell? Oh shit! I should not talk like that if I ever want to see my beloved Romeo again. Ay me, oh Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and forget thy name, or if thou wilt not, he would sworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak less?
Despite thy name, that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hands, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belong to man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call rose by any other name would smell sweet. And when thou art not Romeo called, should still remain a dear affection which she owes. Without a title doth thy name, and when that name is no longer part of thee, take on myself.
I'll take thee at your word. Call me with love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
Are you out of your damn mind? Or what are you doing in this cruel world? Did you commit all of the 7 deadly sins as well?
Who are you? And what are you talking about? And how dare you to curse like that? The Lord will frown upon it.
Romeo? Don't you recognize me? It's me, Juliet.
No, I don't. And why do you call me Romeo?
This must be a test from God. Come near, Tarsa.
I fell out of this tree. I was looking at the stars.
but it's not even midnight. But why are you here then? Do I know you? Because you look familiar. I don't think we have met in this life yet.
Three, two, one. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3. Shit. Shut up, you lovers.
Alright, Lilith and I are leaving. Take care.
Oh, yeah.
Do you recognize this place? Yeah, this is where we first met, my dear friends. I just wish we could be more than that. You know? You mean best friends? No, I mean more than that. Mega best friends. I love to have love like Romeo and Juliet, and I think you're the one. I am? I mean, I wish we could be like that too. But I'm Christian, for goodness sake. Forget about your faith and change your name. I must stay faithful towards God. Stay faithful towards me. Don't make me do this. Oh, Lilith, our love is like a flower. If we water the flower, it will bloom into a gorgeous plant. If we nurture the flower and love the flower, it will bloom into something far more beautiful than we could ever imagine. But if we don't, the flower will grow thorns and we will all bleed to death. I can't do it! I explained to you why I can't do it. The stars have faded from the sky. I would always keep you safe, but you would rather watch me drown, just for your fate? I can't let you go. Aren't we worth the time? I tried to be a good and gracious person, but your life broke me. Did I just hear Juliet?
Well, that seems to be the case. It sounds like a cat got hit by a car.
Juliet, think about what you're doing! Don't be that dragon from the fairy tale! Oh! Murders made me a bad person, the villain of every fairy tale. Hell is empty! All the devils are here!
Juliet, it's okay. Just stay calm. Accidents happen. Call 991, go to the church, and confess your sins.
Your stupid religion. Juliet, you have fucked up. You killed Romeo. What is wrong with you? You know what? You're going to hell for all eternity. So bad. The end.
As men say, only fools rush in, but